Today I'd like to preview enhancements to Code Editor 1.4. I begin by going to the media library and uploading scripts and style sheets that I want to use. And for the sake of the demo, I've changed the display name to have the file extension, as you can see here. And so I've created a new template type, and we'll show you that real quick. And that's called resource reference. So I'm going to call this new item home resource. And now what this provides me is a way to associate these items from the media library to a particular page. So I'm gonna, let's see, I'll first reference Blink and then home. Okay, and if I save that and if I preview the page, now you see this beautiful new page. So now you're wondering, well, how did I do such magical enhancements? There's just a couple steps that you have to follow. One is you can inherit from the base resource page. So you would take your web form and you would inherit from this page. And so as you can see in the sample layout, I added the inherits attribute, and then I created two placeholders, one for the style sheets, which would be at the head of the document, and then a scripts placeholder, which would be at the bottom of the body. If you were to take this code out and put it in your own form, then you can kind of change this up to do whatever you like. But for simplicity, I provided this example, and you have something to work with right away. And basically, the code will look for that resource reference item as a child of the page item, the context item, and then it looks for all of those resources that would be associated within the tree view, the tree list. And then a couple simple things that it does. Let me jump to, so it extracts those scripts onto the hard drive. And so as you can see, I've played around, I've had a couple different names. And then if we go to content, it'll do the same thing here. And that can be configured within the include file. And so here I just basically provide the path to where I want those files to be extracted. And once the page gets rendered, it drops the files onto the hard drive and then injects the links into the page. And so we have here we have the Blink and home JavaScript files, and if we go to the head of the document, you see the home style sheet. And if you notice, there's a hash value as a version to the file. This helps with busting the cache, so to speak. And you can see that the style sheet has been minified. And if you want to experiment and not minify, then you can jump into the web config. And we'll make this true. And we'll let the application recycle. And I've, while we wait, I've embedded the Microsoft Ajax minification library into the project. If you were, however, using WebGrease or the System Web Optimization Framework, which has all the bundling in it, then you wouldn't need to have this embedded in the library, but you could just reference reference set library. I believe the web grease library contains the Ajax minification code. And so if we look at the head again, now you see just the plain Jane link to the CSS, and it's as it is in the library. And if you want to double check and let it refresh, oh, there it goes. And then if you do edit code, you can see the changes that are there. And I'll just for the demo, I'll show you one more. Let's see. Drawing a blank on creativity. And now you can see it's bold. So simple. Well, I hope you liked the preview of the enhancements. It's not ready yet, but I'm working on it, and feel free to jot me some feedback. Have a good one.